The Philadelphia Phillies are just one loss away from 10,000 losses in franchise history. Wouldn't happen today. They beat the Rockies 8-4, but what did happen in Colorado was crazy. As the rain began to fall, gusty winds gave grounds crew fits trying to put the tarp on the field. Guys flying all over the place. Philly players rushed to help, got everything under control, then received a standing ovation from the Rocky faithful. Bad news for Reds fans. The young phenom pitcher Homer Bailey sent down to AAA Louisville today. Don't worry, though. The reason for him going down was to keep him on schedule. With the All-Star break coming up, he would have gone more than a week between starts. If the Reds can put it together and get a win today, they'll become the last Major League team to sweep a series this year. Top 9, 3-2, 2 outs, Orlando. Are you kidding me? The Reds blow yet another save opportunity. This one charged to David Weathers. Game tied at 3. Bottom of the 11th, Norris Hopper reached second, breaking up a double play to keep the inning alive for Scott Hatterberg.
That's down the left field line. If it's fair, it's over. It's over.
That is right. Reds win 4-3. That makes it 4 straight, their first sweep of the season. Cleveland must win to stay tied with the Tigers for first place in the AL Central. They had a tall task at hand today. Top first, Josh Towers. K's Grady Sizemore. He worked 8 strong with 4 Ks. Then in the top of the 6th, Jason Michaels sends it to center field. Willie Mays, that's actually Vernon Wells, the over-the-shoulder catch there. Tribe just 3 hits all game. Bottom 9th, Reed Johnson on second. Alex Rios, Toronto's only all-star, base hit to center. Johnson scores. Jays win 1-0. Tribe 1 game back of the Tigers. Tennis now, Roger Federer went after his 5th straight Wimbledon title today. His opponent, Rafael Nadal, he's beaten him 8 times in 12 matches, so going to be a good one. 5th set, Federer trying to break Nadal's serve. This volley right here going to go down the line, and with authority, Federer likes it. This championship point now. This is the first time Federer has ever had to go into a 5th set in a Wimbledon final, and right here puts Nadal away. Federer now has 11 Grand Slam titles, tied for 3rd all-time with Bjorn Borg. Golf, final round action at Tiger's tourney, the AT&T National. Tiger usually pretty good. Today, not so good on the 9th hole. His 5th shot on the par 5 rolls back. He ended up double bogeying. It's okay, though. He tied for 6, finished the tourney at 2 under. Memorial champ KJ Choi having a great year. This one here makes the birdie on 12, takes him to 8 under, tied for 1st with Steve Stricker, and then on 15, he'll sink another birdie. He goes on to win his 2nd tourney of the year. He finished 9 under.
Becoming a player to watch, that's for sure.
U.S. Senior Open, Coshocton native Mike McCullough finished tied for 55th, shot a 15 over par for the tourney. Tom Watson started the day 7 under, 3 shots up there. The birdie on 10 puts him to 9 under. And smiles, but it was all downhill after that. He then would bogey a bunch of holes. He had 3 double bogeys in the final 8 holes. He shot an 8 over on the final 7 holes. Brad Bryant would win the 2007 U.S. Senior Open. Racing now, the Nextel Cup Series will change its name to the Sprint Cup Series next year. For just the 3rd time in the 60 years of the sport, the name will change. Officials anticipated the name change since Sprint and Nextel have merged. As for last night's race, the Pepsi 400 in Daytona Beach, Florida, it was awesome. I couldn't show you the highlights because it was finishing as we were on air, but Jamie McMurray just barely beats Kyle Busch. McMurray's number 26 was, get this, 4 thousandths of a second faster. Busch just missed becoming the first person to win a Busch Series race and a Nextel Cup race in the same day. IndyCar Series now, points leader Dario Franchitti going for his 4th win of the season. He finished 3rd today. That was the final lap. Scott Dixon finishes 1st, so he wins. But the real race happens afterwards. Sam Hornish Jr. finished 2nd. Now, earlier in the race, Hornish Jr. on the bottom, Tony Kanaan on the top right there. They exchanged rubber. At the end of the race, this is from Marco Andretti's car, Tony Kanaan cuts in front of Sam Hornish Jr. He's an Ohio native from Defiance, Ohio, Northwest Ohio. Well, he gets out of his car, doesn't like what's happening, has some words with Tony Kanaan, and this is what Hornish had to say after the race.
I don't understand what's going on here.
And obviously Sam's dad comes in.
He ended up finishing 4th, and then he runs into me coming into the pits, and starts calling me every name under the sun. But whatever. That's he wants to talk about what a great sport he is, and he is if one of his teammates wins. But if anybody else does better than he does, he's not very good.
An Indy Car getting a little dicey. I like it. About a month ago, downtown Zanesville was the epicenter of the Gus Macker World. This past weekend, Cambridge hosted the famous 3-on-3 tourney. As we take you to break, here's some of the sights and sounds from yesterday's competition.
It's fun, man. We just ball till we fall. That's how we do.